Gemini, welcome to your readings for May. Beautiful souls. Let's cut this pack. Let's dive straight in. We're going to take this card and also this one, Six of Raphael. Now, dearest Geminis, if you have not yet checked it out, do check out the moon month readings as well, the moon month readings over on the main YouTube channel, because this is a really interesting month and there's quite a lot of intense energy. So exciting though, because there's so much potential to work through the stuff that has been going on over the last few months in this epic year of transformation. So look at this. We have Six of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. You also have the Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time or support, a change in job or a promotion. This is absolutely lovely. I feel like something is coming in for you that will give you the resources you need to be able to sort of almost to relax, actually. I say relax, this is really the energy of the Six of Raphael, but when I say relax, it's like relax into whatever it is you want to do. It's like being able to, rather than striving to make something happen, being able to relax into the knowledge that it will happen. It would be like having resources available to you in a way that if you were working on a project, but you've been sort of moonlighting, doing your day job and working on a project, it would be like money coming in that meant you could quit your day job and really relax into the project that you want. That you really want to do, or indeed maybe, give up some of your work part-time and commit fully to something. There's a shift in the balance of resources that enables you to proceed with something that you desire or something that you want. And this will be, of course, unique to you. Let's put these here and see what else we are shown. I am seeing this one. I'm seeing this one and also this one. Okay, and let's look at your tarot cards as well. We'll withdraw them and see what we are shown. We are asking for messages for my lovely Gemini. I will be doing extended readings today, as always. They're on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area as well. I'll put all the links below for you. We're focusing this month as well in the extendeds on what blessings and what opportunities are coming to you, actually. And of course anything else that comes up in your reading, just because there is such an opportunity to sort of consolidate the energy this month. I am seeing these as well for you. I feel there is one more. There it is. It's that one just there. Okay, lovely. We have Don't Wobble. Okay, Don't Wobble, New Beginnings, Grace and Worth the Wait. Oh, this is just heavenly. Okay, Geminis, just exactly what I was saying. The resources are going to be coming in to support you to complete something that you're processing, something that you're having to, work towards getting. This is going to be fine. I think you probably, and possibly if you're watching this at the beginning of the month, you're probably kind of sitting in a space of wondering, will this happen, won't it happen? Sitting in that space of wobble. I mean, this card says, are you having a wobble? Whether a minor one or a major one, this is completely understandable. You're facing tough choices, but deep inside yourself, you know what you need to do. This card is here to validate your deeper knowing and the decisions you are making. As you move forwards, your anxiety will ease and you will refine your balance. Now, this is interesting. Really, really interesting. New beginnings. This card indicates you are about to begin a new chapter in your life. Shed, release, cleanse. Let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that prevent you from moving forwards. Because we have grace, which is really asking you to just sit in that space of trust. I think what you need is going to come to you, and then what then comes, it'll be worth it. It's worth, you'll look back and you'll think, gosh, that space of uncertainty, that space of not quite knowing and what was coming next or how it would happen, that space of having to wait was worth it. Now we have the Four of Pentacles coming through for you. We have the World card. We have the Empress. Oh my goodness me, you've got really big cards. You have the Tower, you have the Two of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles, fantastic. You have Judgment, and you have the Two of Pentacles as well. What a flow of energy. It's so clear, the flow of energy during your month, I think, for May. Wonderfully reassuring, really, is, and it really is wonderfully reassuring. I think you're going to get to the end goal. Whatever you are persevering with, working on, wobbling over, feeling like, will it happen, will it not happen, living with the uncertainty. My lovely Geminis, this could not be clearer. You will get to the end goal. So this is something that feels attainable within the next month, or certainly very close to the end of the month. Any of you that are processing anything that involves any kind of legality with judgment, I mean, it's, usually justice speaks of legality, but sometimes judgment can really, it brings something to a head, or brings something to, particularly with the Tower and the World, something will come to a completion. With the Empress, I think we're seeing results. It does feel like that the energy, it feels a little bit like your month of May is going to feel a little bit like you move forwards, and then almost like there might be a hiccup or a delay or something else you have to attend to. Then it moves forwards, and then lots of joy, but sort of having to pay attention to details along the way. That's what I'm also seeing here. But, each time there's like a little wibble or a wobble, what you need will come to you. So really hold your position with grace. Hold your energy with, the intent of possibility, with, look at your world and whatever is emerging through the lens of sort of this will happen, to the lens of almost of trust and certainty. You've got the Two of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. This is going to move forwards. Even if right now, right at the start of the month, if you're watching this right at the start of the month, if you've come back to it, fair enough, or you've come to it later on, then, you might be already in a space where perhaps you're in the Tower moment, where it feels like something has just crashed, or even more needs to be done, or something feels really, really wobbly. But I actually think this is going to, if you're watching this right at the start, you may be feeling almost like, is this ever going to happen? I think there are radical changes taking place, big changes taking place. Possibly, if we think of the planetary energy, they may well be aligning. You might see the really big shifts aligning with some of the planetary movements we see. As we move towards the end of May, we see Saturn move into Aries, and that's a massive shift of restructure, and you have the Tower. This would be like the moment where you sign contracts to something if you're going to move. With the Tower, we have the energy of Mars showing up here. So this is forward motion, stuff happening. Two of Wands, making stuff happen, seeing it move forwards. So I'm seeing really, really, really powerful results. With the Ten of Pentacles, getting what you need, getting that lucky day, getting those resources, getting that time, that energy, that money that you need to bring something to fruition, to create the rebirth, to create the change. We have Pluto here. And then what do we have? This beautiful outcome, this lovely balanced, perfect opportunity for solid new beginnings. So I personally, my lovely Geminis, think that we are seeing some really exciting stuff taking place in your world. I just feel that it comes with an energy of sort of uncertainty as well. And depending on where you are sitting in your world, depending on where your life is at, that's going to feel stunningly fab, because you'll just be so excited and you're in a space of complete and utter trust, or you're just going to be really wobbling and thinking, I just don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Will it happen? Won't it happen? I don't know what to do. So I think your reading in many ways is laying out the energy and really inviting you to be connected to the flow of possibility. That is what I'm really, really seeing here for you. Bearing all of that in mind, if we look at the kind of flow of energy, I wonder if that will be valuable for you to sort of help you to stay on track. You may want to bookmark this reading and come back to it actually later in the month if you do find yourself having a wobble, because there's a very distinct, as I said, very distinct flow. I feel something is reasonably steady and static to start with, almost with you sitting in a space of wondering, well, is it ever going to happen? Is it ever going to move? And then suddenly something shifts, something happens. And because we have Saturn in the world card, I feel it's something quite significant, quite solid, something very real in your world takes place. That means it's almost like, yes, change is definitely happening now. You can move something ahead. We then sort of see this space of, fertility really with the Empress. We can see all this possibility. You start to sit in a space of possibility. It's almost as though suddenly, for some of you, like the reality dawns, I think, with the Tower. It's like, wow, this is actually happening almost, and it's moving fast, or something could also kind of crash and you could be thinking, how do I move this forwards? But I feel there is, as I said, something sort of very solid arrives. It does need to be nurtured along. As I said, it feels like it is this sort of steadiness. Will it even happen? Then bang, yes, it's definitely happening. That's real. And then this sort of, steady, flowing forwards, gently nurturing, and then wham, bam, oh my goodness me, it's all go, it's all happening. Two of Wands, fast energy. Can we even keep up with it? Do we have enough to do this? And then suddenly the resources arrive. It's like, phew, we can do this. Almost as if something else may be needed along the way, but your lucky day, new resources come in. Literally, something arrives at a certain point. And for some of you, it could be at a certain point when it almost feels as though something could be at breaking point, and you think maybe it won't happen. But what you need arrives. And because it arrives, it's like, it can reach its point of with judgment. I always feel with the Judgment card, it's like a summing up or a crescendo. It's something can reach a point of realization, a point of realization and a point of manifestation. And then it's da-na, peace, harmony, balance, lots of potential. Everything is ready to blossom and flow into the future. I mean, so this is lovely. I genuinely think that you may feel a bit like, at times, almost like those extremes. At times, like nothing's happening. At other times, like your feet don't touch the ground. I do feel there is an element of uncertainty, and yet your reading is almost trying to offer you the the trust, or the possibility, or this will happen and it will be worth the wait kind of assurances. At a time of uncertainty, when you're almost living with the uncertainty when things aren't moving forwards, and then the uncertainty when they are, because it's so quick, you don't know whether your feet are going to touch the ground and can you actually keep up with it. So it just feels like lots of uncertainty and upheaval going on around you, and yet simultaneously stuff is moving forwards. As I said, it does feel like a crescendo as we get to here, and then almost like, phew, you can breathe again. This was worth waiting for. Here we are, you're on solid ground. So this is the flow of energy. Now, my lovely Geminis, I will, I think in a moment, dive into your extendeds. Before I do, I just want to let you know I have added a little video to the end of this reading. This is because my tarot course is now open for people to join. There are reasons why I'm opening it now. It's still in production, but I'm opening it now. There's a massive discount because I'm opening it whilst in production, but I will explain everything, and I've added that video. I just wanted to let you know about that. It follows this reading if you want to check it out. It will tell you all about it, and if it's something, if you're interested in learning to read the cards and you'd like to learn to read literally to a professional level, or even literally to read professionally, this is a course that will really take you on that journey. So just to let you know about that, and also regarding the extendeds, I think overall what I was really called to do in the extendeds when I was preparing for these readings was to look at opportunities, to look at what's coming in terms of consolidation, actually, from the energy of transformation that we are currently sitting in. I think because there's so many sort of pockets of intense energy, I think within your readings I'm really going to try and get some really clear details around how to navigate almost from a place where it feels like nothing's happening to a place of completion, and to look at these sort of pockets of energy, really to find out if there's anything you need to know, if there is a delay, what you might be looking for, where you need to take action, just to try and get real details for you at these sort of, in these pockets of time. In fact, actually, I might, this is the first sign I've done this for, I might actually use your cards as we have them here, and bring in the cards that I'm using for the extendeds and lay them out so that we can really explore, like, for example, what's the point of the world? What is, what's happening around, the Tower energy, what's happening around the Ten of Pentacles, what's coming in, what's the good luck? So I think actually I'm going to keep your cards out rather than start afresh in the extended. I'm going to build on what we have here. I haven't done it with the other signs so far, but I'm going to do it with yours because that is what's feeling right. I feel there are pockets of energy that could be either static or moving very fast, and I think what we'll do is draw additional clarification around these pockets, which means that if you want to tune in with the extendeds, or you're not sure but later in the month you're having a big wobble and something is happening, and you want to tune into them, you can sort of almost come in and see what's happening around that pocket of energy at that time. So I think that's what I'm going to do in your extendeds, my lovely Geminis. But yeah, I think this is exciting. This is such an affirmation that you're going to get to the end goal, and I feel this is going to be a month of great blessing for you, actually. But it may not always feel easy. It doesn't mean you're going to be presented with a ton of challenges either. It just feels as though there's so much shifting, almost like the ground beneath your feet is shifting. And I think you probably want it to shift. It's worth the wait, but at the same time, sometimes reminds me of, when you go into those fairground, like the fairground kind of games, or as a child we used to have, for a part of my childhood I grew up in a village, not always, but for a part of it, and every year a fair would come to the village, and on the village green they would set up, and there was one of those kind of like haunted house type things. It was a great big trailer, and you would go in at one end and walk through, and it was full of things like mirrors and conveyor belts, and there would be a point at which literally you'd be walking along and suddenly one foot would go one way and the other foot would go the other way, and that was, you'd be on this two conveyor belts going in different directions, and your feet didn't know where they were, and that's sort of like the energy a bit, really. But we have so many assurances here for you, which is delightful. But I will try in your extendeds to get as much information as possible to assist you with those pockets of time. Beautiful Geminis, thank you for being here. Tons and tons of love to you. I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Thank you for checking out these readings. Thank you for those of you who check out the readings on the main YouTube channel as well, and the Moon Month Energy Update and all of these things. And blessings to you all. This is looking very exciting for you. It's just quite a roller coaster ride to get there. And I will look forward to seeing some of you in the extendeds, and maybe even some of you on the tarot course. Tons of love. Moon Magic Super Souls, thank you so much for checking out this part of the video. I'm really honoured, mega excited, very humbled to be sharing with you my tarot course, which is now available and open to join. This is the Moon Magic Master Tarot Programme, and this programme is designed to literally teach you to read to a professional level. You know, whether you want to read just for yourself, or you'd like to read for others, for friends and family, or you want to literally read professionally or integrate reading into an existing career pathway. The course is designed to support you in every possible way to do this. It's been very much guided from day one. I was nudged, prompted, guided. I mean, the synchronicities were amazing to get the course started. And along the way, actually, during the creation of the course material, I was shown really clearly that the course was to mirror the evolutionary upgrade that humanity is currently involved in, where we are being lifted to higher levels of consciousness. It's been a very profound and very exciting experience. And the students who jumped on board to trial material and work with me along the way, all of them have said this is a life-changing experience. So it's very unique. Now, I've created a homepage with a video that tells you much more about how the course works, and the curriculum is there, and you can really find out whether this course is right for you, whether it would sing to you. So do check out that homepage. I will put the link right at the top of the description box, and also in the comment that I post beneath this video as well. But I wanted to just let you know also why I'm launching it now. I mean, because this course really has been guided from day one. And I've sat with this and really asked whether, now is the right time to launch this course. The course itself is still in production. It's completely created, but it's still in production. It's a mammoth task to create a course like this that works within an ethical framework. I mean, it's mega exciting. I'll leave you to check out that homepage to find out more. But I got a real big thumbs up that now is the right time to open the doors and welcome people in. We're going through so much upheaval. We are in the midst of this massive upgrade, and there's so much going on, and the course itself does also give you an anchor point. It connects you with a community of people who are all walking that spiritual pathway, who are all dedicated to their own personal evolutionary growth and their own contribution to the collective at large. And as I said, I have really sat with this, and I was absolutely given the thumbs up that now is the time to do this, to open the doors. There are amazing benefits actually for you if you do decide to jump on board whilst videos are still in production. I mean, there's over 300 videos in level 1 alone. Whilst some of those videos are in production, it does mean that you will be one of the first people to actually complete the course and to access this material. And there's loads of it already there, but as it sort of moves towards its completion, you'll also potentially be the first people to join level 2 and to go on and be registered on the Moon Magic Finder Reader directory, which is about creating a directory of readers who work within an ethical framework. Again, I've spoken much more about this in the video on that homepage, so do check it out if this is something that is really floating your boat. We are also, I would add, seeing a lot of volatility in the financial markets across the world. And although that's not my primary reason for launching the course now, I am very conscious that here in the UK we already pay taxes on everything that we create, whether it's goods or services. These taxes have been here forever, there's nothing new. But gosh, if we start to add additional tariffs, if something is then added to the course that could up the price yet again. At the moment we're seeing goods affected, but what if this is applied to services? I kind of really felt I wanted to open doors and create an opportunity for people to jump on board before we see any more volatility in the financial markets. It's not my main reason for launching the course now, but it certainly prompted me to really look at this and seek guidance. Is now the right time to open the doors? And I got a resounding thumbs up. So beautiful souls, do check out the course if this is something that is potentially singing to you. Thank you for being here on the Moon Magic Tarot channel, whether this is the weekly tarot channel, the monthly tarot channel, just thank you for being you. Thank you for following readings, whether they are mine or other people's, because you know, if you're doing this kind of stuff, you are walking that pathway, that evolutionary pathway of growth, and you know, you're holding the light. You know, we are light beings, and we are here to enable humanity to grow lighter and to live lighter, to see things differently, to do things differently, to be different, to live differently. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for just for being you, for supporting the channel and for supporting all tarot channels. And yeah, if this is singing to you, check it out. Otherwise, regardless, I hope to see you again really soon here on my channel. And thank you for being you. Thank you for listening. Tons of love.